This is the Radco Farmer here at Organic Farm 7, and I want to show you the importance of cover crops and soil rejuvenation crops. So these are the crops which can help you unlock the nutrients in your garden. So in most cases you find that our soils may not be 100% depleted of the needed nutrients, but what is needed is to unlock the nutrients. So what you have to do is you have to plant crops which can unlock the nutrients and in your soil. So you find that many of the times we only judge the fertility of the soil with maize. If we can't grow maize, it means that our soil is depleted. So I'm going to show you something which is going to surprise you. I'll show you how sunflower does extremely very well in very poor soil. I'll show you for sunflower and also for the herbs. So right here in this field, as I mentioned, that our soils may not be depleted as we take them to be. All we need is to know how we can work them out. So if you can see right here, I've got my Chihuahua which is not faring well. If you can see, it is struggling. So Chihuahua needs a certain percentage of it needs more nitrogen than other crops for it to do well. But you can see next to it is this herb. It is called yarrow. So it gives you a very nice purple flower and is very good for malaria. It is high in quinine. So same applies even this side. This is yellow. If you can see properly, you can see that it is not struggling despite this other herb right here struggling, but this one is pretty doing fine. So the thing is, there are crops which have the capacity to tap nutrients from the level which other crops cannot get them. Then they bring them to the surface for the usage of other crops. And not only that, you can actually make fertilizer from such crops by soaking them in water. Then you get the nutrients which they are getting from the deeper grounds. So they have a deep root system which other crops don't have. And not only that, they also have they release acids which unlock nutrients which may be locked in the soil. So, and if you can see even over there in the same field, other crops are suffering, but you can see the herbs are doing very well. Then when we come over here, I'll show you Chihuahua. You can see how it is struggling. But if you can see how the sunflower is doing, you can see the difference with sunflower. So sunflower is doing fine in the same field, same water, same everything, but you find other crops are not doing fine. So you can see the bulbs which the size of the sunflower which we are getting. So you can see. Then when we come this side, you find that Chihuahua is struggling. Again, I assure you that even maize in this field cannot do well. So then when you go over there, you find that the herbs are doing fine. You can see the herbs are doing fine in the same field. So when you judge the fertility of your field, because other crops like maize cannot do well, you may be judging the field wrongly, or you may be judging the soil wrongly. But the thing is that mostly we find that we only judge the soil by maize. If we can't grow maize, it means that the soil is poor. But what you should realize is that no matter how poor your soil is, when you plant the crops which can unlock the nutrients and bring them to the surface, you can still use your poor soil. So like for example, herbs, they do very well even in poor soils, as I've shown you here. And not only that, you find that even sunflower does well, and also pigeon beans, like the legumes, they do very well in poor soils. So we shouldn't be judging our our fields and our soils based on one crop, but we should try out other crops because they have the capacity to unlock the nutrients which may be locked and to bring them down, because they have a deep root system and also they have acids which unlock nutrients which may be locked for other crops. So this was the Radical Farmer, and making organic farming easy. Have a good day.